Hey guys, it's John over at Helix House, sending you over your proposal right now, and I wanted to do a quick video for you just to go over the slide presentation in a bit more detail. So let me just go onto full screen mode here. That should look a bit more impressive. And there we go. Alright, so what are we thinking for Vision Engravers? So I'm going to send you over this as a slide deck and obviously one of our case study decks as well, but I wanted to add a bit more personality to it. Really fun meeting you guys the other day, by the way. Thanks for taking the time to show me around and speak with me at great length. So what I want to introduce you to today is the Helix way. So this is our tried and tested method of digital marketing. We use the same core principles of digital marketing for every campaign we do. Of course, we customize them depending on the client, depending on the market, but we use the cornerstones that we know work. So this is a tried and tested system. It's value-based. We like to do two types of value-based marketing. So we provide value to our clients and we help them provide value to their clients. So in other words, we're going to position you as a value-giving company. Now, again, notice I said value, not price. I know that's something you're big on. So we're going to be putting you out there as meaningful content providers. I'm going to go into that in a lot more detail as we go through the presentation. And just finally to mention that the Helix way, it is of course data driven. So we make assumptions, we put out content, we run ads, we test everything, and we use the data to then challenge assumptions, make adjustments, and to optimize the whole campaign. Okay, so here's an overview of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to see the analysis of where you are right now. I'm going to show you the vision as I see it. Now I'm going to talk to you about the roadmap of how we get to that vision, which would lead us to the scope of work, so what services we need to take that road to that vision. Then I'm going to talk to you about how we track everything. I'm going to tell you what your investment is looking like at the moment, and I'm going to set some expectations for you, and then we're going to talk about the next steps, as in, if you like everything you see today, what do you do next? All right. Bearing in mind that this is an evolution, this process, so every assumption we make, we test. Every vision, goal, platform, tool, and decision is evaluated and adjusted accordingly. So what I'm going to lay out for you today is where I think we should kick off based on what I know will work for you, but that does not mean we do not adjust the strategy as we go along through the campaign. Okay, so beginning with analysis. So this is what I noted from the discovery. Here's what we know about Vision Engravers. Started as a family business and still considered to be one, I think. 4 things that I picked up on: quality, value, not price, support, and made in the USA. Wonderful things that we can talk about to your audience. No buying and reselling, local business doing global things. Love that. Might be a new tagline. Machines have extreme longevity. I noted 20 years and still going strong. That is incredible. Currently doing marketing in-house. I know you had somebody leave. And the catchphrase, as we call it, you either make money or save money. Wonderful things coming from you, your team there. Okay, SWOT analysis. What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? Well, I would say your strengths: current PPC campaign, doing very well. Lots of repeat buyers. The Insta vision, which I love. Props to Cliff for doing that. And your existing relationships, I think, are very strong as well. Some weaknesses: content creation, not as regular as it could be. Design for the print materials, I know that you've been reaching out to people about maybe updating that. Unaware of potential markets, you know, that's tricky. You don't know who needs you because they don't know who needs you, right? Something we need to work on there. And marketing experience, you know, people that have it in-house, they tend to be specialists at one thing or another, such as PPC, but not the general grasp of digital marketing especially, okay? Some opportunities. Obviously, there's some trade shows we can look at, big programs like the ones you have with Fossil. We can look into grabbing you more of those. Expanding to other markets is a huge opportunity right now. And then I would add YouTube marketing. I think we could do a lot more with that. So then threats. Competition from abroad. I know that they're coming in with the cheaper offers and they're not a direct competitor, but something we do need to be aware of. Because it all comes down to how we position you guys. So we don't try and compete with them. We position you differently, as you already know. Laser engravers, I think, are a competition. They are a threat because they have those lower prices. They have higher capabilities. There is a shifting market, so people are moving more towards things like the lasers, even 3D printers. You know, the technology is changing rapidly. And there's been a big drop-off in leads in June, July, August historically. So is there anything we can do to kind of overcome that historical lack of leads for that time of year? All right, so Vision Engravers today, again, this is all part of your analysis. So I'm using Ahrefs, which is a website we have access to grab a kind of a snapshot of your website health. So you're not doing too bad. Your domain ranking is 41 out of 100. Average is 50 to 60. The highest domains we tend to see are 80, maybe 85. I've never seen somebody with 100. So you guys are okay. Referring domains, that's everybody else on the website that's talking about you. So other websites, you have 390. And of those 390, there are 3,000 links. There are 3.31 thousand links back to your website. Keywords that you're ranking for right now is 3,000. You have 3.2 thousand organic traffic. And then that's a estimated value. If you were doing this with PPC, that would be an estimated value of $6,300. So there's kind of a snapshot. I'm going to come back to that towards the end when I talk about what expectations you could have, because obviously these numbers are going to go up if we stick to the plan. All right, so let's talk about the vision now. The vision's goals. This made me laugh. It was going to say vision, but I changed it to vision's goals because I just couldn't say that with a straight face. So vision's goals, what do we have? Solidify position as a provider of best quality machines. Clarify the target audience and test new markets. Create regular, valuable content to position Vision as thought leaders. Very, very important that we do that. Nurture long-term relationships with big program clients, right? So how do we get you in front of more people like Fossil without breaking the non-disclosure that you have? There's ways around it, and we're going to figure that out with you. And then thinking outside the box to create unique marketing initiatives. So we can achieve all of this step by step. What does that roadmap look like? So this is our system. This is really the magic of our system. We always start with your vision, which we'll talk to you about in more detail when you sign up to be a client. We then break that down into, okay, what is the yearly goal? 1 year from today, what do we want to be celebrating? Like literally the numbers that we want to see, okay? What we then do is reverse engineer that to quarterly rocks. We call them rocks. You could call them milestones, either way. So each quarter, what does that look like for your digital marketing? And then from there, what does that look like as weekly tasks? And from those weekly tasks, who is accountable? So which department is going to do what? So we completely reverse engineer everything from the vision all the way down to get each individual task. So we know that as long as we keep doing those tasks, we are moving towards the quarterly rocks, the yearly goal, and that grand vision you have for your business. So we don't lose focus. Okay, an example of what that might look like when it's filled in with the actual tasks. So branding might be doing things like redesign and refresh website, update social media, create new print collateral. Content might be things like establish core themes, value adds, create one piece of valuable content per week. So this, you see how it goes. We break it all down into step by step. And each one of those tasks is then broken down even further into actions that we could do day by day to make sure that we're getting those tasks done. Okay, so what is the scope of work? So now that we know that we have a vision, we have our plan of action, so to speak, as in the tasks, what services do we need to actually engage in to make sure you move towards that vision? Well, I've kind of already alluded to it by saying that we do branding, we do social, we do PPC, and we do content, but let's go through it in detail. So social media marketing. This is specific to you guys, by the way. I'm not going to tell you all of our services because I know you don't need PPC, for example, but specific to you, scope of work for vision. Social media marketing. So weekly posting to your Facebook page, growing brand awareness, positioning Vision as thought leaders. Keep banging on about that, I know, but it's very important. All content here will be created in-house by Helix House and scheduled for regular posting. And we use social listening tools to uncover the most engaging topics. So we use things like BuzzSumo, where we can evaluate the posts from around the net, from your competitors, from anybody else in your industry, really. Which topics are being talked about the most? How can we convert that into a post and then monitor the engagement to make sure it works? Okay, so you're going to be out there as the company who cares, essentially, putting out valuable content across your social channels to engage your audience. Social media advertising. So this is just, Facebook's version of pay-per-click. We're going to subsidize the SEO and social media marketing with some faster result social media advertising. So yeah, gaining faster results, taking advantage of the targeting. It's laser focused with Facebook. Acquiring key insights via data analysis, which of course gets shared with you guys every week. What I love about Facebook is we can create lookalike audiences and retargeting campaigns. So people that click and then they don't convert, we can target it with more ads in the future. Same with video ads and sequential marketing. So we can put out video content, boost it with an ad, and then anybody that engages it with more than 20 or 30 seconds, we make sure we serve them with a follow-up text ad that they can click through to your website. So it's multi-touch marketing. And all ad campaigns are split tested to uncover the best combinations of copy, image, audience, etc., etc. So you're going to be out there targeting more users, increasing the flow through to the website, increasing conversions, and learning about your audience. Okay, content marketing. There is no better way to generate low cost per acquisition clients. This is where we shine as an agency. It's what we do better than anything, I say. Don't tell the other teams I said that. No, I'm kidding. We do everything well, but content marketing is, for me, where we really light up as an agency because we're the ones that really care about it. So we're going to position you as thought leaders, okay? We're going to take advantage of what I like to call upstream marketing. You get to people before they even know that they need you. This is where we start uncovering new audiences just by serving up original and value-providing content for people. So this is going to be way further up the buyer journey than where we're currently advertising with things like pay-per-click and Facebook advertising. So we're producing regular, high-value content. We post it, we repurpose it. In other words, a video becomes a blog, becomes an infographic, becomes a slide deck, and then we amplify it. We boost it across social, so it's omni-channel marketing. It's also marketing in a silo. You're not competing with other people. So lower cost per acquisition, longer-lasting relationships. All right, link building is the dark arts of digital marketing. Everybody knows they should do it. Nobody knows how to. We very much focus on quality over quantity. So Google needs to trust your website. How do we do that? Well, we make sure lots of websites are pointing at them. So in the screenshot I just shared with you, you could see how many domains were referring to people to you and how many links there were. So we're going to increase that with our link building. So this is backing up your content. Content is great for getting you ranked high in search results. It's not quite enough on its own. You need link building as well. And we have 10 years of experience doing this. So we've built connections with trusted websites who can publish a good quality link to your website. So you'll see a steady increase in the domain ranking of your website, which means more organic traffic. And then finally, design. So we took a look at the website. We do want to offer you a rebrand. It is not compulsory. We can still do your monthly marketing without rebranding the website, or we can do monthlies and call the design phase 2, maybe something we get to in the future because it's a bigger investment. I'm going to go over that with you in just a second. But just to run you down what that does look like, we do a new style guide. So for every future content, every future piece of content, I should say, and all the events, you have a style guide, so everything you create can be in adherence to that. We're going to give the website a refresh, so it's going to be a new and a modern look feel. User experience simplified and enhanced. Those are the two things we picked up on. So the user experience on the website at the moment, it's a bit cluttered, it's a bit confusing. We want to simplify it down, enhance the user experience, make it easier for them to get in touch with you and to understand what you do. We can also look at things like trade show banners, table wraps, etc. Again, that might be into the future. Design, refresh for marketing collateral, flyers, brochures, business cards. That's going to be an ad hoc thing. As and when you need them, we can do them for you and we can price them out accordingly. But as a one-time project, we'd be looking to revamp the current website. That's the one that I'm actually going to quote out for you today. All right. So then tracking, I wanted to mention that we do a living digital marketing plan. This is something that we are very, very proud of. So it's a live document. It's on Google Sheets, which means everybody in our team and everybody in your team has access to it. It guides all of our decisions. It helps us with focus, and it guides every decision and all the learning that goes on as well. It keeps us focused on why we're doing this whole thing. So essentially, in this one document, it's pages of information. It's the original vision, the original scope of work, the original goals, the milestones that we talked about, the tasks that we've given out to every team. It's going to be the KPIs that we're tracking. It's going to be the decisions we make and why. Everything is in one document and everyone has access to it all the time. So if you come to us with a new idea, we're going to refer you to this document and say, does that take us nearer to our original goal? If it doesn't, then we're going to ask you for a very good reason why we should be doing that. And that works both ways as well. If you see that we're doing something different, you have every right to ask us why, and we'll have a good explanation because we don't do anything without a good reason. But if it's not in this document, then you need to ask us so we can add it. In other words, it's an open communication tool. It works phenomenally well. Okay, so investments, let's talk. So website redesign. Now, as I said, this is an option that I wanted to present to you because I sat with my design team. We got excited about it, but I know that's not essentially what you came to me for. So if you want to put this on the back burner for now, no problem at all. So like I said, you get the new style guide, modern, fresh feel to the website. User experience is dramatically enhanced, so that will increase your conversions, and we can do the web development in-house as well. That's a one-time investment of $25,000, and I've linked you to 4 examples of websites that we've done. I'm not going to click on these right now because I'm not sure exactly what that does to the video presentation. No, you know what? Let's just click one. Yeah, I could click through to it right now, but you know what? I'm not going to. So you can have a look at those websites. Otherwise, this video just runs into like the hours and hours of duration. So go ahead and click those links and have a look at some websites that we've done very recently. There's a few different industries there that I think you can get your teeth into and see what kind of work we do. What I wanted to talk to you about, probably more of a timely manner, is the Helix Way. So this is our monthly package that we do. Now, this is the standard version. This is not your version because I know you don't need PPC, but just to let you know, this is what we do normally when we take on a client. We do social media management, social media advertising, PPC advertising, content marketing, and link building. All 5 things that I was just describing. In fact, I didn't describe PPC because I know you don't want it. But that's a $6,000 per month investment, okay? And that's including all of the ad spend. So everything that goes to Google, everything that goes to Facebook, that's all already included. So every channel in your marketing funnel is working harmoniously together to create that smooth flow. Typically, it's managed by one partner. In this case, it's Helix House. Now, what we do for Vision is we cross out the PPC advertising, okay? So that reduces the price slightly. It comes down to $5,000 per month, and that's still including your social ad spend. So anything we spend on Facebook advertising, that's included in that price. The rest of, and that's, by the way, it's typically 20%. So on this budget, it's $1,000 to Facebook advertising, $4,000 for the agency fee, which covers your social media management, building the social media advertising and managing it, managing your content production every day, or every week. I shouldn't say every day, my team will kill me. And then your link building budget as well. So we've removed PPC advertising. You can keep that in-house. Obviously, we'll work with your person over there to make sure that we're messaging the same way. Other than that, we got you covered on everything. Let's have a look at some expectations. So repeating the slide from earlier on, this is where you are right now. So the DR of 41, etc., etc., etc. I would like to paint you a very glorious image by comparing this to Roland DGA. Okay, now this is a bit silly. It will take us a long time to get here. Maybe you don't even want to get here. They are not a direct competitor, but this is where you see what all of our efforts can actually do to a website. So a company like them, who've been doing digital marketing for a long time, the domain they have is 72 out of 100. That is phenomenal. Referring domains, you have 390, they have almost 3,000. So backlinks, you're on 3,000, they're on 288,000. That's ridiculous. But it is something that we can aim towards over a longer period of time. And we are in this for the long haul, by the way. If we didn't believe that this was possible, I wouldn't even be putting this on the screen in front of you. I mean, it can take years, but it's possible. Keywords, you have 3,000, they have 57. Traffic, 3,000, they have 78,000, almost 79. And the value, this is where it gets jaw-dropping. You're earning about $6,000 a month of organic traffic. They're on 117,000. Now, okay, it's not comparing apples and apples. I know that, but I'm all about inspiration. I'm all about looking at a grand vision, and this, in my opinion, is it. I believe that we can do this. It will take a long, long, long time, but we'll see progress over the first 6 months with SEO. On top of that, you've already got your PPC up and running, and on top of that, we're going to add in the content creation. We're going to add in social advertising, social media management. We're going to get this up and running for you in a very, very big way. Okay, so next steps. Made it pretty simple for you. So we will schedule a follow-up call or a meeting, and during that meeting, we can answer any questions you have about this presentation, okay? Once we've finalized everything, we're going to send over the final paperwork. That's going to be our terms and conditions, a contract, and an invoice. We'll take the first initial payment. If you do the website redesign, that's going to be the 25K. If it's not, then we're going to do the first monthly, which is 6K. Okay, sorry, 5, because we took off PPC. Then we're going to schedule the onboarding meeting. Now, this is a fun one. We get you guys to come to Helix, if possible, so you can meet the rest of our team, our creative team. We'll sit in the conference room and we will go over everything we need to cover to get the campaign started. So we're going to talk about your vision. We're going to set those goals, set those quarterly goals, set those rocks, get the tasks lined up, talk to each member of the team about what they're going to be held accountable for, get that live digital marketing plan up and running for you guys. So we have that roadmap before you leave that day. What we do also is intro you to your dedicated project manager that day. His name is John Barber. I recommend him. Well, he's essentially the best project manager that we have, and I've insisted that he join this project because it is going to be phenomenal. And then we do the campaign kickoff. So depending on scope of work that we agree on, we need a period where we do the actual build. So if it's the design, obviously that takes a while. If it's the monthly services, then we need to build your first set of Facebook ads. We need to publish the first round of content, do the first round of blogs. So we need to talk about the timeline, how long that takes. I can't give you that information right now because I don't know exactly which services you're going ahead with, but that is one of the first things we do when we agree to come on board as partners. Or it might be one of the questions we answer in the follow-up meeting, just so you have a clearer idea of that timeline before you say yay or nay. Okay, finally, I want to leave you with a motivational slide because that's what every cheesy video presentation does. So we have a wonderful picture of, I think that's Camelback Mountain. And just my final saying, all jokes aside, I really do believe that by identifying our goals, creating that detailed roadmap and documenting the progress in that digital marketing plan, we really can grow a vision to dominate the engraver manufacturing scene in the US, maybe beyond. I mean, I don't know how big your vision is for this, but mine's huge. So I want to work with you guys. I think we'll have a lot of fun, and I think we can turn that vision into a reality. I believe in this, guys. So I'm going to sign off here and send this all over to you, and I do hope to be working with you very soon. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.